And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
What? Let's go, baby.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now.
All right, bro, let's get some, baby.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
Halftime show.
We'll
I'm going to be
quiet.
Eastward
to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All right, baby, let's go.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Bang, bang, chicken grits.
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Cook. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one hauled in by
Rudolph. What's good, Tim? How you doing?
He'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the left, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Oh, sit down, kid. You're too bad to fake it.
Goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right. They weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole
That
thing.
was nearly picked up.
The fake, and they take over the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good... And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins.
Let's go, baby.
But fortunately, he's
pick it
able
up.
to
What are
recover
you
his own
doing?
fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Rather you suck too bad, dude.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Vikings on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Cousins into a
Let's go, baby, all day, every day.
intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Easy dubs.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Throwing is Jackson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
They literally just
Sometimes
tripled
they
him.
get
There
locked
you go.
into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game
I'm
like
about to hit somebody with Bobby Wagner.
Coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget
Sit down,
today.
Stephon
Don't
Diggs.
forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may
Never
meet up with this
mind,
team
dude.
again.
Bye.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked
Let's go, baby. All day, every
get
day.
the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know it was really excited.
Let's go, baby.
Fantasy owners who had them.
Baby.
Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taking about
Save
7
that
yards
knee
deep.
and let us
And
win.
no run
Please,
back.
dog.
This will
I
be
am
a
proud of
touchback,
you.
and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Let's go, baby. Baby.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was
Well,
in
look how
fine
sad
form.
they are,
The
dude.
defense through the shutout out.
Lamar
I think they worked
Jackson,
in
I
concert
feel you, dude.
together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching my stream, and peace.